That is very admirable. The wife of Fir'aun is having all these privileges. She lives in the palace. She is benefiting from the political system that has given her all these privileges. Yet she rebels against the very system that is serving her most beautifully. The example would be, you make good money and you have your way of not paying taxes, and you absolutely love it. But then you come and you say, this is not fair. Even though you're benefiting from it, you acknowledge that I am benefit from it, but it's not fair. That is more admirable. Similarly, imagine that this is, والله سبحان الله, في عصر التطبيل, خاصة تطبيل الرجال, تطبيل الرجال قبيح. You know, seeing that the time that we are living in, where people are constantly singing praises for dictators and oppressors, and then the Quran presents to us a woman. And I don't say a woman as in degrading women, but the Quran is telling us that, you know what, people would probably give her more leeway by virtue of being a woman, that, you know what, she was not even involved in the political system. But then the Quran said, this is the same person that was privileged by that system, yet was the first person to reject it. Wallahi hada jameel. This is unbelievably beautiful. And then, as if she responds to, what are you going to do? Do you see where you live? You see all the perks that you have as the wife of Fir'aun? Can't you see how your life is going to change? She responds to this in a beautiful dua. قالت رب ابن لي عندك بيتا في الجنة. She said, oh my Lord, build for me next to you, by you, a house in paradise. هنا في لطيفة لغوية جميلة. قالت رب ابن لي، ما قالت بيتا في الجنة، قالت رب ابن لي عندك بيتا في الجنة. هذا ايش بيسموه؟ اختارت الجار قبل الدار. You know, linguistically speaking here, she didn't say, oh Allah built for me a house in paradise. She said, oh Allah built for me by you a house in paradise. As if she is suggesting that the neighborhood is more important than the house itself. As if somebody is telling her, what are you going to do? She said, no, 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 no. There is a much better house awaiting for people who make these types of choices. قال والتقوى أن تعطي الحق من نفسك قبل أن تطالب. You know, they say that the true essence of being God conscious, taqwa, is that you are willing to render that which is right without being asked. That is taqwa. Yeah, if you're asked and you give it, that is taqwa. But the reality of taqwa is, would you still render that despite the fact that you do not, or you have not been asked, yet you are willing to do it? And that's why you admire people who make sacrifices when it does not align with their principles. I had a very good job, people would say. I was making so much money, but then my company decided that they want to invest in alcohol. They went to invest in pornography. They went to invest in things that did not align with my principles. So what did you do? Said, I left. What do you mean you left them? Said, man, I left them. I just could not walk. You know how much money you were making? I know how much money I was making. What are you going to do now? Allahu khairul raziqin. Allah is the best of providers. So, you know, when you hear these stories, you cannot help the way that the Quran, you know, gives us these principles in the forms of personalities to admire, to look up to. And that's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, ضَرَبَ اللَّهُ مَثَلًا لِلَّذِينَ آمَنُوا. Allah sets a parable for the believers that comes in the form of the wife of Fir'aun. You know, people ask, if you ever had a chance to meet somebody, who would that person be? Like if you were to have a cup of tea with somebody, Inshallah, on my list, Ameen, Allahumma Ameen, Allahumma Ameen. On my list is going to be the 5 of Fir'aun. Love to just, chat with this person, say, why? How did you do it? How did you deal with it? And because that is so admirable.